CBS News senior security contributor Mike Morell is with us. He is a former deputy director of the CIA. Mike, good morning.
Good morning, Charlie. Good morning.
We want to talk about Putin and what he's up to, but first, what are the larger risks at stake in this crisis?
So I think the real risk here is that this war could spread. Eastern Ukraine is largely Russian-speaking, and that could give Putin a reason to move into eastern Ukraine and have a larger war between Ukraine and Russia.
And so why is Putin doing this? What's he up to?
I think there's two reasons. One is it has been long time Russian foreign policy in general, and Putin's desire in particular, to establish control, complete control over all of those states that used to be part of the former Soviet Union. And it is also his strong desire to undermine the United States at any chance he can. So moving into Crimea sends a very powerful message not only to Ukraine, but to all of those countries of the former Soviet Union: don't mess with me. And to do it a day after the president tells him not to gives the United States a black eye.
Mike, Charlie and I have been talking about how fascinating this is, exactly what Putin is. I know you agree about what he's doing. Let's talk about U.S. options. What options we have. You heard the Secretary of State say repeatedly yesterday, we're going to make it hurt. But really, economic sanctions, are we prepared to go all the way?
So the things that we've done already are pretty weak, and Putin will see them as weak. Military action is not an option for obvious reasons. The only real option is economic sanctions. That could bite the Russians. But do we really want to get into an economic war with Russia, with a country that produces the second most oil in the world and a country that produces the second largest amount of natural gas in the world? He can cause real problems.
Yes.
The other question is what's at stake for President Obama? New York Times today, the Russian occupation of Crimea has challenged Mr. Obama, as has no other international crisis. At its heart, the advice seemed to pose the same question: is Mr. Obama tough enough to take on the former KGB colonel in the Kremlin?
The only thing that Vladimir Putin understands is tough. And there has to be a tough response for Putin to pay attention.
But the president's credibility is at stake.
I think so.
All right. Mike Morell, thank you.